Welcome back to ciLiving. I'm your host, Jaclyn Friedlander. The Mount Zion District Library provides a collection of books and materials as well as services and programs, all to better the educational, cultural, and recreational needs of the community. Joining me now to share more about the library along with book recommendations are Ashley and Stephanie. Welcome to ciLiving.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so I see you have brought a lot of stuff, some books and then some, what are these called?
This is a Tony box.
A Tony box.
And these are Tonys.
And these are Tonys. All right, let's start here and then we'll get to book rec. So what is this?
So a Tony box is kind of like a little speaker specifically for kids. As you can see, it's really squishy, so it's safe for them to use. It's really fun if they want to move a book to the next chapter or change a song. They slap the side of the box.
Oh, cool.
To turn the volume up, they squeeze the ears just like that. And so it has a magnet on there. And so we just set it on,
and then it'll tell you a story or sing you a song.
Yes. So this is one of the Paw Patrols, but we also have books. So there's
Jesus and Ramona.
Yes.
So cute. And then this one is, what is this one?
This one is a dinosaur through National Geographic.
Okay.
So it tells you about dinosaurs, which is really fun for kids who are obsessed with dinosaurs.
So it's very educational.
Yes.
How cool, and you can check these out at the library.
Yes, you can.
Okay, and is there a long hold? Is there like a wait for these? Or?
So there has been. We've got a ton of Tonys. We have probably around 100 different Tonys. Wow. And if you have your own box at home, you can still check those out.
Okay.
But we also have the starter kit. So if we don't have one on the shelf, you can place a hold on it.
Put a hold on it. Okay. And so then you also have a summer reading program, right?
Yes, and I'll pass that to Stephanie.
All right, Stephanie, tell us about the summer reading program.
So our summer reading program, we have it for all ages, even for babies that can't read, all the way up through adults. And so everyone kind of has their own little goal to reach. So for our little tots, which are under 3, it's to be read to for 30 minutes a day for 30 days is what it was.
Okay.
For these two, for our 3 to 5 and our kindergarten through 6th grade, these are 30 minutes a day for the whole 8 weeks. And then our teens and our adults, they have a little something different. So they have bingo cards.
Oh,
and so
cool.
they have different tasks that they have to get in for so many bingos. They get so many times to put their name in for a prize basket that we have at our librry.
I see. So read a book with your favorite color, read a program flyer, read during the week. So ultimately it's kind of like a bingo a bingo game for for reading, so kind of a scavenger hunt. Now, does listening to a book that's a Tony count as reading or being read to?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, it does count, and we encourage it because we are all about audiobooks, and there's a big debate. Are audiobooks, is that actually reading? And it is. It works the same part of your brain as reading a physical book.
Yeah, so. I can imagine it would, and I think for some people who maybe have trouble focusing or whatever, but are more listening learners, I feel like they can even sometimes visualize it better and stuff like that because they're not concentrating so hard on what was that word. They can just listen and absorb it and visualize the story.
Yeah.
And then what books did you bring?
So that's kind of a perfect segue into this book, and I'll let Stephanie talk about it.
So this is our book, Fatima's Great Outdoors. It is about a family going on a camping trip. This book is special because it's a wonder book. So inside these books has a player that reads the book to you. There's a learning mode and a reading mode. And so these are really popular because we have them in picture books, some nonfiction, and as well as some chapter books. So kids of almost all reading levels can read with these wonder books.
I feel like that is the perfect tie-in with the segment earlier of cooking around a campfire. You can take this book and listen to what it would be like to go on a camping trip. Then you could go on a camping trip, try out some of the cooking techniques, and just make a whole activity out of it.
It's perfect for summer.
Family summer, absolutely. And what else?
So we have this book called The Flip Side. This is actually a graphic novel, so it has pictures and words. This also counts as reading. I know that's a big debate sometimes. And this is about a boy named Theo, and it is a supernatural survival story.
Okay. And the cover is so cool. It almost looks like one of those books that you could potentially flip it upside down and, turn it backwards and read backwards. But ultimately, it's the gorgeous pictures for the graphic novel.
Yes.
That's really cool. And then what about this one?
All right, so this is one of the I Survived books. So this one is about the Great Chicago Fire.
Oh, wow.
This is a whole series for kids that they survive different things like
historical problems.
events. Yes, so there's one for the Titanic, one for the tsunami that happened, and this is one of our playaways, which again is an audiobook, and they just need headphones to plug it in and listen to it. It's great for kids who are on the go if you're going on vacation,
right?
And they in the car can just throw on their headphones, so it's lots of fun.
And are those books written by actual survivors, or are they just sort of what the survival story would have been? Like
yes,
fiction?
It's fiction, but it kind of puts those
historical
kids,
fiction, essentially.
Yeah, and they're very popular. The kids love them, and they learn while they're reading. Yeah.
Nice. And what about this last book?
So this last book is an adult fiction. It's called Remarkably Bright Creatures. It's about a woman who is kind of retirement age, but she gets a job at a local aquarium, and she befriends an octopus. And what's really fun about it is you get chapters from the octopus point of view.
Oh, that's really fun. That book
Yes.
sounds like it's right up my alley.
Yes, it's great.
Well, thank you so much for showing us all of this, and I know that there is more in store at your library, so hang out for just a few minutes, okay? Right after the break, the Mount Zion District Library has an exciting program coming up, and it's all themed around the 4th of July. ciLiving will be right back after this, so you can learn more about it. Don't go anywhere.